What's up, everybody? Lumus here from Failing at Gaming. Back in our Pokémon Typelocke challenge. Why can I hear myself echoing? Oh, there it is. There we go, that should fix that. So if anybody joining us for the first time, the basic rules of a Typelocke is that we can only catch the first Pokemon we encounter of each type. And any Pokemon that, if we fail to catch them, or if they faint, then they're gone forever, and we don't get a Pokemon for that type. So you get a limited number of Pokemon to get through the entire game with. Last week, like 2 days ago, we bested Watson, the electric gym. It's the third gym along in our quest. Ah, badges. So we got ourselves access to Rock Smash. So from here we'll be heading north to Lava Ridge and Fall Arbor Town. And there's 2 Pokemon that we're really hoping to catch. 3 Pokemon actually, now that I think about it, at Meteor Falls and on Route 113. So hey, here's hoping. Who knows what we'll get. Not knowing what's going to show up is part of the fun. Let's see, who's currently in the squad. Jolly Salt is at a really high level after soloing the gym. Tinder slowly catching up with the others. Pelicant, Spuffy, both mains. Positivity, our latest member of the team. After all this time, we finally got some positivity. I know you guys have said the stream needs positivity. Well, here it is, positivity. Nobody can say we've not got positivity. Of course, Buccaneer, our Zigzagoon. Always doing good work. That pickup ability, finding us good stuff. We've had like 5 golden nuggets already. It's crazy. So let's see, I guess we put Buccaneer up front. Try and get some levels there. And we probably just set out? How are we doing for supplies? We got Pokeballs and stuff? 21 Great Balls. Do some more Soda Pops. Maybe we'll zip back and get some Soda Pops. Where are the antidotes? We've got 29 antidotes, okay. That might be enough antidotes to last us for a little while, you know? Like, maybe get us to a fight or 2. Not the Pokemon storage system, the items, please. Put the Macho Brace away. I don't think we want it right now. Okay. In fact, now that I think about it, we never did the cycling route, did we? Cycling road, you can go all out and cycle as fast as you'd like. Feels great to go that fast, but try not to crash into anyone. Yeah, let's do the cycling route and we'll buy some lemonade when we get back into town. How'd you like the way my raven-colored hair streams behind me? I grew my hair out just for that. Okay, a little weird. The triathlon is hard in the extreme. You have to complete the 3 events of swimming, cycling, and running. Always seems to be a triathlon going in these games. Okay, got ourselves a Magnemite. This is probably gonna. This is gonna have to be. It's gonna have to be salty, isn't it? Gonna need that ground attack. It's not gonna hurt Spuffy, but Spuffy's not gonna hurt it. Pokemon battles are hard too. Is there a Pokemon battle stage in the triathlon? I'm exhausted, so I need a break. It's important to get proper rest midway through the triathlon. They're probably just practicing, aren't they? That'd make more sense. Yo, you! Can you keep up with my speed? Can you keep up with my dirty attacks? Hit him with a mud shot. Sonic Boom! Also, Jolly Salt is faster than his Magnemite, so I guess we can keep up with his speed. Yeah, something in my eye. Crash and burn. Speed alone won't let me win at Pokemon. I need to reconsider this. Don't panic if your bike's going fast. That's actually quite normal. It's intended behavior. Let's not forget who's supposed to be doing all the stuff. Aha, steel is no defense against mud. I shouldn't panic during Pokemon battles. You really shouldn't. Don't need to panic or stress. Take it easy. There's plenty of time. Just relax. Chill out. Enjoy this view. For the water below. So beautiful today. So peaceful. So calming. Did you want a battle? I kind of stood there expecting you to challenge me and ironically interrupt my reverie, but then you didn't. Oh hey, you got that bike from Rydell. Oh, it's glaringly obvious. It says right on your bike. Rydell, 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 Rydell. That name's everywhere. Should write it around all over the place. It's good advertising. And don't forget to yell, Rydell, 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 Rydell. Hey, come back here. Ha! The triathlon is ruined. My thighs are like rocks. Uh-huh. Everybody's got Magnemite here. I don't like seeing all these Magnemite right before we're hoping to catch a Skarmory. Feels like a bad sign. Away with you! I feel like they're mocking us. Anyone else got that bad feeling? Oh, a Voltorb. Decided to mix it up, huh? With a level 7 Voltorb. What an unexpected maneuver. I have no countermeasure for this. 3 of them. Watch it. I guess you're not used to bike racing. Careful, I'm no rookie. You haven't even taken the handbrake off. Oh? It's gonna blow! Oda Sleuth. Holmes, you've done it again. This guy just got 3 level 7 Volt Orb. I mean, I'm okay with that. It gives Buccaneer something to do. Okay, no, he has real Pokemon. Why does everybody here have either level 15 Magnemite or a level 7 Voltorb? What's special about those numbers? Come on, Salty. Real salty about that. Okay, that didn't last long. Mudsport. That's our only Pokemon that don't benefit from Mudsport can learn Mudsport. My brakes failed. Flat tires and brake problems can cause serious injury. Inspect your bike for problems. Now I'll walk home, I guess. In fact, now that I think about it, I'm stuck here forever. You can't walk on Cycling Road. So if my brakes and my tires have gone, I can never leave. Kid, go on without me. And tell my story! There's somebody else here who's having the same problem. Not going anywhere. Please, I know my bike techniques. Check out these moves. Oh yeah, the Mac Bike's got a race event on here. You can't really do it in one of these. Okay, here we are back in town. Hey Lady Meow. Yeah, we're taking up mountain biking. So rad. Way past cool. Could have gotten a racing bike, but I mean... Why would you, when you can do this? Pogo stick! How are you doing today, Lady Meow? You having a good day? Who wouldn't take the Acro Bike? Acro Bike, best bike. Do not at me. Acro Bike, best bike. Do fight me, do not at me. Just gotta restock our soda pop. It was much improved by the advent of home time. I get you. At least it's done with for now, huh? One day closer to the weekend. How's the writing going? You managed to do much lately? Got any good sessions? Is that a hard no? The latest chapter you're working on kicks ass. Damn, can't wait to read it. Whoop. Crashed into the wrong place. So have we even been in here? Or did we just bypass it? No, we've spoken to these guys. 2 full days of writing and I haven't even finished it yet. Oof. I look forward to reading it though. I'm about ready for the next full version. Planning on doing some more over Easter? That's good to hear. I want all you guys to quit your jobs and focus on creative careers with me. It's a bit of a tall order when I'm not exactly making a living doing this yet, but you know, there's the dream. We all just gotta keep working it together. I'll keep working at this, and when I get there, I'll be able to like advertise for you guys, and we'll do projects together. And you guys keep working on your end, so you're ready for it when the time comes. 'Tis the dream. The dreamiest dream we ever did dream. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a dream. I don't know if Repel works here. Hopefully it does. We better put Jolly Salt up front just in case. Please no, please no, please no. Okay, we're good. You can get Geodude encounters from smashing rocks, is the key issue there. Oh, I need to swap my squad back around. Positivity up front. Oh hey, it's the news team. Oh, we've just spotted a tough-looking trainer. Here of all places. Why, do tough trainers not come here? Have I made a mistake? Okay, roll camera. Let's get this interview. What's going on, Gabby and Ty? Magnemite and Whismer. Those aren't super high levels. Let's do a little bit of a swap just in case. Doubles match, yeah. 2-on-2. The interviewer and the cameraman. That's new. Yeah, this was introduced in this gen. It's kind of fun. You have to think about a lot of things that you don't normally have to think about. It's also, there's a lot more tension because if both of them attack the same one of your Pokemon, that can get scary real fast. Fire water gun, I guess? My eyes didn't lie. I've discovered an astonishing trainer. TV person shouldn't stumble their words like that. Awesome, awesome! Who are you? Excuse me? You've interviewed me before. Do you not remember? I knew we were onto something wild when we spotted you, for the first time. Oh, please, let me explain. We travel around everywhere, interviewing all sorts of trainers. And you're definitely all sorts. So, would you give us a bit of your time for an interview? You will? Thank you. Okay, I need you to describe your feelings about our battle, but it has to be short and sweet. Go! What are our feelings about this battle? Gotcha. Yeah, that's the perfect clincher. I get the feeling this will make for a great TV show. There's a chance I'll air this on TV, so make sure to look out for us. Okay, we'll be seeing you. Special attack and special defense. Don't worry, my Pokemon are as special as they come. Don't know where you think you're going, but you're not getting there. Shroomish. Guess this is Pelican territory. Slightly less than convenient. Okay, this guy is obviously going to put up a decent fight. Okay, we got a crit. That solves the problem quite handily. A Marvel. Yeah, let's get Pelican out of there before this Leech Seed ruins everything. What level is that Marvel? 18. And again, Positivity still doesn't know an electric attack, so not much point switching Positivity into anything. Now it's my turn to Leech Seed. Drain them. Drain the swamp. Oh, here comes the inevitable rollout. Yeah, there we go. Oh, you're disgusting. Well. I'm thinking that I should go to Mount Chimney, but the view around here is very nice too. Yeah, but you've seen this view, right? Well, I don't know. I'm full of pep! And my Pokemon is peppy too! Don't do pep, people. You end up like this. Look how red his eyes are. You can't tell me that's good for you. It's gonna burst a vein. And look at the face on that Sandshrew. That is a cry for help. Poor thing. And Pokemon lost its pep! To me! I pepped its pep! When I see a trainer with a lot of pep, I can't help looking. I know I shouldn't, but I usually end up buying some more pep. Sandra's a Bee Gees pose. Night fever, night fever. Literally the only words to that song that I know. For all I know, there's not actually another song attached to that. Okay, so we won't be able to go into the desert just yet. And we kind of don't want to. It's an odd looking patch of ground. Well, I guess it's just to illustrate where the desert's coming from. Just move it in gradually. I'm not sure if you can catch Birdmon here. But that evolves into Bird Dragon, which would use up our Dragon type catch, so we wouldn't be able to get the one in the cave. So I don't know whether we should go into this or not. Oop, I accidentally went into it. Well, we could get a fire type here, and I think maybe a fighting type? Maybe it's a thing that we'll do later. We'll come back this way, right? We've got a couple of places we want to go back to get catches. This can go on the list. Dragmon, yeah. Dragmon on. I'm strong. I won't cry if I lose. I like Larry. See how strong you are, Larry. We really need to even up these squad levels. Also, Buccaneer has an item. When the battle's over, remind me that Buccaneer has an item. Uh-oh, he sniffed us out. Holmes, you've done it again. Hey, positivity leveled up. Still no electric move. When does Plusle get an attack? Look out, it's getting bigger! The bigger they are, the bigger they fall. Wah! I'm not crying because I miss my mommy. Oh wow, dark turn. When this guy said he was strong, I gave him the Batman voice. Just Batman sat there going, I'm not crying because I miss my mommy. That's, wow, grim. Dark turn, dark turn. A PP up. Ooh, we got a rare. Is there anything we'd want to use that on? Probably not just now. But later on, that's going to be really good. Should use Nuzleaf in a Nuzlocke. I don't know if you know this, but in the very first Nuzlocke, Nuzlocks are named because the first person to do a Nuzlocke, he lost his starter, and the main Pokemon they used throughout the game was a Nuzleaf called Locke. And that's why they're called Nuzlocks. Like, he live blogged it and it was really popular and the name caught on. And I guess the game also caught on. Let's get Tindo up front. So yeah, there is something about using a Nuzleaf in a Nuzlocke. We can't get one though, they're Ruby exclusive. We get Lotad instead. When you're out on a picnic, why you simply have to sing. Come on, sing with me. Oh, and her name is Carol. Ha 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 ha. Getting pumped. Why don't you bury that song deep inside yourself? Although Taylor does look like it should be yelling into a microphone. Hombre. Yeah, this is the fella that we get instead. This is the middle form. I wouldn't have minded having in the team, but we've got a grass type and we've got 2 water types, so you know. Oh, you're so strong. It doesn't matter if you're good or bad at singing or Pokemon. If you have the most fun, you win. Mount Chimney, for Average Town or the Summit. Please take the cable car. Are we here for the Peace Summit? My legs are solid from pounding up and down the mountains. They're not gonna buckle easily, friend. Hiker Trend. I can't tell if it's just the shadow or if this guy's got a real pointy Robin Hood kind of mustache going on. I mean, he's wearing a green jacket and a hat with a feather in it, so we can't rule it out. Right, let's get a water Pokemon straight out. Grass Pokemon? Yeah, Spuffy should be able to handle this. Mega Drain will murder these things. Oh, he's curling defensively. Slightly stockier than the usual Robin Hood actor, but, you know, otherwise I can see it. Is there any reason Robin Hood couldn't be a stocky fellow? Everybody wants to learn Odor Sleuth. No. We'll have no detectives on my team. I feel like we had enough of those last time. With non-stop superheroes and Victorian gentlemen, both of which are known for solving crimes. Yeah, he could be a merry man, perhaps. This is probably Much the Miller's son. I can picture Much the Miller's son being a stocky fellow. He lives at a mill. That's a food-related job. You think maybe it's Little John? I don't know if I can see Little John rocking a mustache like that. Assuming that it is a mustache and not just, the weird shadows. Ouch, my leg's cramped up. Oh, so he doesn't look tall enough. The guy's practically round. Try hiking, and I mean really pounding, on these mountain trails with a heavy pack weighing dozens of pounds. Pounding with pounds. That, my friend, will get your body into serious shape. Out chimney cable car. A short walk upway. Grumble. What happened to the others who went to Fall Arbor? They're late. I like to ride the cable car to the top too. I guess we're not taking the cable car right now. Ha ha ha! How about we have a battle? You and me! Ha 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 ha! Bryce? Is that a name? Why don't you have Ice-type Pokemon? I feel like there's some sort of theming error going on here. Of course we're burned. Yep, I get it. We're hurt by the burn. Let's just get this normal off the field. Matchup. We need to heal. Do we have any burn heals? I don't think we do. I'd like to use Wing Attack here, but I think we just need to swap out instead. Let's let Spuffy handle this. Oop, he's getting pumped. We'll Stun Spore him. Turn the advantage back in our favor. That's low. Man, this guy leering at us and going in for the low blows. Not super cool. Oh! What? Salty, take over for a second. I've got to have a quick swig. Much better. We water gun this guy into oblivion, and then let's run back for the Pokemon Center. Oh, Spuffy's trying to learn Headbutt. At least we can get rid of Tackle now. To paraphrase Michael Dorn, that was not a merry man. If we want to go back, we're gonna have to smash one of these again. Do we just heal up instead and push on? I think we do. I think we don't take the chance. It's too dangerous. Getting a Geodude ruins everything. We can't take that chance. Why does Smash Rocks grow back? They fell from the cliff up above. We don't have any burn heal, but we do have a full heal, I guess. We'll just have to make do. Yeah, they fell from the cliffs up above. Before, other rocks weren't falling down because the gap was full and they were leaning on them. But now that they've broken, they've slid down. Okay, here's... Now we must dare the fiery path. I don't know if we can get Geodudes in here, so I'm gonna be popping repels again. Putting Salty up front. Probably use a Soda Pop on Salty as well. Or only on Salty, since we use those cheapo Super Potions on all the others. The fiery path. Ow, hot, hot, hot. This is why you ride your bike. So you don't have to put your feet on the fiery path. Oh, the tires are melting. The tires are melting. Okay, got some rust berries. Do they cure burn? I mean, it's a little late now, but it's, you know, for later. Pecha. What is Pecha? Oh, peach. I get it. Alright, so that's the desert down there. Oh, we've been sighted. It's weird phrasing. Not how tough your Pokemon are, how much you've toughened your Pokemon. Do you know how tough they were to begin with? Have we ever met before? Do you have a baseline? Like, you need to know how tough they were to begin with before you can tell how tough I've made them. Wailmer. Oh, didn't we fight a Wailmer before and it almost killed us and it was horrible and I hate it and I never want to do that again? Wailmer is so tiny. Yeah, here comes the rollouts. It's just very far away. That's like 4 miles off. Its water gun is like an artillery piece. Okay, it flinched. The rollout is interrupted. So we can use Mega Drain for damage this time. Well, maybe we should have saved the Mega Drain, because we've only got one of them left now. Makuhita. Little sumo dude. Yeah, I think a Wailmer is actually like bigger than a person. And it's round, so it's kind of huge. Oh, it's getting pumped. I wonder if it might be a good idea to switch to Pelicant here. Pelicant will resist any fighting moves it's about to do, and we can hit it with a wing attack. And Keen Eye prevents accuracy loss. Yeah, Wailmer is actually the size of a small town. So you've toughened them considerably since I released them in front of you. Haha, I've been puppeteering the entire game. My gosh. It's all a conspiracy. Some vines drop down. This tree can be climbed. What's that? What am I doing? I'm thinking about making my own room here using a Pokémon move. I know. I'll give you this TM. Will you use it to make your own room? Find a big tree that looks like it might drop some vines. Use secret power in front of the tree. Some vines should get free and drop down so you can climb the tree. You'll find a lot of space for putting your favorite things. It'll be your own secret room. A secret base! You should make one too. But not here. This is my secret base right here! Another thing, you don't always have to make your secret base in a tree. Try using secret power on rock walls that have small indents in them. I'm going to look out for other places too. Okay, bye! So we unlocked our secret power. So I think secret power, yeah, it depends on the location what it does in battle. Anybody can learn it. We'll have to think of a good time to make our secret base. Come in and rest your tired bones. Is this house made of gingerbread? Oh, it's TV. In search of trainers. Hi, today I'm visiting an area near Route 111. We're trying to spot some up-and-coming new talent in the field. Today we turned our lens on the trainer Abifail. There's something about this trainer that piqued our interest. The best way to determine how strong a trainer is? Well, the fastest way is to battle, and so we began our investigation. That's how we ended up in battle with Abifail. In a dominating performance, we were flattened, rolled up, and tossed aside. Abifail is ruthlessly strong. We asked the trainer for a succinct summation of the battle we shared. The combination of Shroomish and Marshtomp was divine. The sight of them, Shroomish and Marshtomp, selflessly supporting each other in the thick of battle, was a marvelous sight to behold. Tackle was the move the trainer used last in our battle. The move Tackle is Shroomish and Marshtomp's sign of a friendship. It's interesting because Shroomish does not have Tackle anymore, so I guess they've fallen out. After our battle, we asked Abifail for a succinct summary. The trainer replied, "Gotcha!" Abifail's Pokemon Shroomish and Marshtomp. And gotcha. That's deep. There's deep significance behind that quote. It's no surprise. A good trainer has good things to say. That's all for today. See you again for our next broadcast. So Spuffy and Jolly Salt have had a falling out, apparently. So I chat to this nice old lady. Oh dear, dear, aren't your Pokemon exhausted? If you'd like, rest up here. It's a fine idea. You should do that. That's right. Take your time and rest up. I'll put the oven on. Oh dear, dear, are your Pokemon still tired? You should take another rest here. It's a fine idea. You should do that. Take your time and rest up. Still tired? Take another rest. Help, help, I'm too polite to say no. This game should have a warning on it. Not suitable for British and Canadians. So I've got no choice but to hammer that B button. Is that so? You don't need to be shy about it. Then I turn around and she chops me in the back of the head and chucks me in the oven. Let's imagine what life, as we get cooked for this witch's dinner, let's imagine what life would be like if we had actually left there. Oh, these are your plants that you planted and watered and took care of really hard? Well, sucks to be you. And now to salt the earth, so nothing will ever grow again. Route 111 to Route 113. Where's 112? Oh, it's probably up the, cable car, that's the word. I know how to language, shut up. Your Pokemon look like serious actors. I have to ask you for an engagement. Very well. We shall engage with your forces on the field of battle. What do we do with one of these things? I guess Salty has to handle it. Rock Tomb. The use of terrain is a key advantage on the battlefield. Whenever possible, situate the enemy forces beneath an avalanche. Ideally, in every battle, you should have the ability to fly. And just swoop down and ruin your enemy's day. Sun Tzu is all about that flying. That's why they call him the father of the Air Force. And Pelican gets status affected a lot. And Nummel. Ooh, okay. Oh, we're paralyzed, that's why it's faster than us. Nonetheless. They didn't just look strong, they are strong. Oh no, there's still much to be done. Dish out some soda pop. Celebrate the wedding. Oh, come on, stop it. Let me get in the menu, please. Super potion from Buccaneer. Very nice. No attrition for us today. Thunder Wave, haven't you? It's a Spinda, which I believe is a normal type, so we don't have to catch it, thank goodness. I mean, I like Spinda, actually. I think they're kind of cool. But, yeah. It's not taking up one of our fancy slots is what I'm really getting at. Where's Spinda on this list? Yeah, normal type. Who spins for Spinda? This might be a decent training spot. Save for the fact that Spinda knows tons of weird moves and is kind of a pain. Oh, it's got Uproar. Okay, that move hurts. Get that wing attack. Come on, take it down. Well, we took one step in there and got ruined. Let's go back to the witch's hut and see if she's ready for that that stew she was talking about. She did promise that we could stay for dinner. It's a sand shrew. Got a ground type catch though, I'm afraid. Can't really see me doing the pose on the webcam, can you? Fun walking through the volcano's ashes on the ground and grass. You can see where you walked. It's really neat. There's a specific thing I remember that I want to grab in here as quickly as possible, so I'm going to try and dodge a couple of trainers, and we'll come back to them. Sneak through. It's the sneaking mission, Snake. Oh! Fun! Do 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 do. Hey, Burzum. How you doing? Yeah, I don't think you've seen any of it so far. We're not super far in, though. You got 3 badges? You really do, dude. That'd help me a lot. Alright, we're gonna soda pop. You don't think it would? Where's... there he is. This is what I was looking for. This area is covered in volcanic ash, Huff Puff. I'm specially gifted, Huff Puff. I make glass out of volcanic ash and make items, Hufflepuff. Go collect ashes with this, Hufflepuff. I mean, if you're watching it on multiple devices, that's kind of cheating, yeah. I mean, you could watch all my streams, you could do moderator work for me. We could co-stream more often. Just take that soot sack and walk through piles of ash, Huffpuff. And it will fill up with the volcanic ash, Huffpuff. Once you think you've collected a good amount, come see me, Hufflepuff. It's fun to blow a glass flute while my boss is talking. It drowns him out completely and really annoys him. There we go. So now when we walk through the volcanic ash and these plants. We're gathering up ash each time. That lets us make cool stuff. That's why I wanted to speed through here and explore it afterwards. If we're going to explore, we might as well be getting the stuff, right? I'm just going to have to pop out for just a second. I'm going to be like 2 minutes and then I'll be back, guys. And we'll explore this route. And hopefully catch ourselves a Skarmory. Yeah, good luck googling the words Pokemon and Ash and getting anything relevant, dude. Thanks for finding me, but we still have to battle. I've been buried in this ash for days, but nonetheless, our eyes have met. Ninja Boy Long. Gobble that thing up. Read a story from a US minesweeping group in Iraq. And, hold on, you got to that from googling Pokemon Ash. Slightly more eccentric than I was expecting. Maybe not by much. Wait, what? To exercise his house? Ooh, a Ninjask. This is the first time we've seen the evolved form, I believe. Should be just as edible as the previous form. Haunted by his father's ashes in a pot. What? I don't know where to start on that. Why is his dad haunting him? Why doesn't he get rid of the pot if that's what's going on? Use my ninjutsu on you. Volcanic Ash Swirl Cloak! Yeah, the life of a ninja is a lonely one. Seems like they had ghost busting equipment in their high-tech gear. Like, when did dealing with ghosts become a matter of high technology instead of bell, book, and candle? Take this volcanic ash here. I am doing. I've got this bag for it. Fashioned into glass. Take the case out into the field and use as a mortar on it? Wait, they just drop a bomb on the pot. Okay, fair enough. Since the film Ghostbusters. I mean, I guess so. Had the guy seen the Ghostbusters and thought it was plausible that the military had actual ghost-busting equipment? We battle Pokemon and then we collect their ash. Sends out a bunch of fire types. Tori and Tia. Ooh, Twin Whismur. Interesting. There's not really anything that's especially good here. I had access to VHS and music on tapes. VHS and music on tapes, man. Hard times. Can Pokemon be twins? I don't think so. I don't think in any of the games it's possible to get two Pokemon from the same egg or get a Pokemon to lay two eggs at the same time. I don't think that's a thing that exists in the Pokemon world. At least not amongst Pokemon. Obviously there's twin humans. There is an Incada Mind, which splits into 2 Pokemon when it evolves. Does that count? Okay, that uproar is starting to sting. Probably not. No. Since one half is its haunted husk. Fair. Can Pokemon lay multiple eggs? Yes, but not in one clutch. They only lay 1 egg at a time. There has to be a clutch of eggs for them to be twins. Otherwise, they're just brother and sister. With siblings. It's boring, so I'm getting some more ashes. Look, there's a wooden house. Got enough for a white flute. Officially, they don't lay eggs. Eggs just mysteriously show up. Yeah, it's Pokemon canon that nobody's ever seen them lay an egg. They obviously suspect how eggs appear, but they don't actually know for sure. They've just found eggs near Pokemon couples. Couldn't find the search rewards. The volcanic ash stuff. You get flutes that cure soft status effects like attraction, confusion, that kind of thing. It takes a lot of ash to do it, but once you've got it, it's a permanent cure for that status. It's basically a Poke Flute for certain. There's like 5 different Poke Flutes for certain status effects. So, you know, not game-changing, but fun. Useful. Like I said, it makes this a decent grinding spot because you get Ash and you get battles. Oh, it didn't have a mount? To be fair, the guide never tells you the amount. You just ask him for a flute and he'll tell you whether you have enough or not. But there are amounts. Different flutes cost different amounts. Oh, did I already beat this one? I guess I must have. Oh, she's the one who spotted me, wasn't she? Can you take this positivity? We've got to believe that you can. We're all about that positivity now. Yeah, she was my stealth mission for loot. Oh wow, that did no damage. Yeah, I don't think we're winning this one. Positivity really needs to get an electric attack. Spinder use explosion. I wouldn't put it past them. Spinder learned all kinds of weird moves. Spinder! You Spinder right round, baby, right round. Positivity could also not be a plusle. Yeah, that would be useful. If positivity could be anything other than a plusle, that'd be great. Well, there's not a lot of choices in this gen. It was either this guy or the mountain head dog. And you find them in the same place. It was just rolling the dice. You think Spuffy is the potential monster? You a fan of the Shroomish? Do you not like Mudkips? Because I heard you did. High attack stat Breloom is death. Yeah, I think when Spuffy evolves will be quite strong. Right now, not a lot of power coming out. I don't know who else is long term apart from definitely Buccaneer. Buccaneer is our best Pokemon. Because Buccaneer occasionally just produces nuggets out of nowhere and then we buy full restores and stuff really early game. Well, no, Buccaneer occasionally just finds full restores. From out of the ashes I leap! Hiya! I challenge thee! Mudkip can also be super tanky. Mudkip is doing pretty decent. I cannot fault my Mudkip. Okay. Jolly Salt, probably. Isn't too hard. This is the only gen where I've ever wiped in a Nuzlocke. Make of that what you will. Coughing has Levitate in this generation, doesn't it? So we'll probably be using Rock Tomb. We're running dangerously low on antidotes. It blew up, okay. Are they all gonna blow up? They're all gonna blow up, aren't they? They start to get easier? Is it the case that every gen is easier than the one before it? They hold your hand a lot more. But I mean, regular game easiness is not necessarily the same as Nuzlocke easiness. But I don't really know the later games, so I can't really comment. Exactly, he's got those strats. Oh, we didn't poison us. I assumed it would. I was despairing in advance. But yeah, the using explosion when outnumbered strategy, absolutely a pro technique. With honor, I admit defeat. I must refine the art of concealment. I bid thee farewell. Ooh, found an ether. And a super repel. Interesting. here, let's go heal. And then we'll start exploring properly. So I'm pretty sure you can get Skarmory there. I think they're super rare, but it's possible to get. And you know, after what happened last time, I feel like we're owed a Skarmory. We deserve a Skarmory. Exactly. We need a good chef on our team. People are getting malnutrition. They're not even eating their oranges. They're gonna get scurvy. We need somebody to make a delicious meal for them. Delicious oranges meal. Some fruit salad. Can you guess why it's so cool around here? Duh, it's because I'm here. Freaking Magnemite. Never forgive that Magnemite. We could have had a Skarmory. No, I don't have a Jinx, dude. This is a Wingull. It's like the, in the Discworld books, the final test to become one of the Monks of Cool. They take you to this gigantic wardrobe with every conceivable kind of clothing. And they ask you, hey man, which of these is the coolest thing to wear? And the correct answer is, yo, whichever one I choose. Assumed that game was Scotland only? Depends whether you play it the same way that we do, but I've definitely seen it played around here. You say two things, both of you say the same thing at the same time. One of you says Jinx, and then the other person is not allowed to speak until somebody says their name. And if they do speak, you're allowed to punch them. Yeah. I think it's fairly international. I feel like I've seen it appear in American media. Maybe not with the exact same rules, but they've said... I'm sure I've seen TV people say Jinx when they say something at the same time. Yeah, this guy gets it. You say something at the same time, one of you says Jinx, and then the person who's been jinxed isn't allowed to drink Iron Brew until somebody says their name. And if they do, you're allowed to throw a log at them. Maybe. I picked it up on the playground from other kids many years ago. But maybe they got it from American TV, I don't know. Sandshrew. Such a beautiful Pokemon. Alolan Sandshrew is probably the best Sandshrew. The best, not the best Sandshrew. The best Alolan Pokemon. Yeah, I hate the mobile keyboard too. Have you heard how much I'm messing up my words today? It's because I'm talking on a mobile keyboard. Also, hey Narellan, how you doing? How's your day been? Guess it's Tinder's turn up front. The volcano's eruption is proof that the Earth is a living being. And its rage against us ever grows. Someday we must do battle. I'm doing good, Narellen. Yeah, Narellen hidden behind a Nightbot. In the shadow of the first. A ninja. What are we fighting? I zoned out. Oh, I think this is probably Spuffy's job. It's really, it's probably Salt's job, but he's kind of a high level. Then again, this is a level 20. I'll let Salt handle it. Yeah, this is the Pokemon game in which they dropped the bomb. Yeah, I've had a pretty good day. I'm starting to bounce back after the real bad night I had the other day. Getting my sleep back, although I think I may have caught a bit of a sniffle. Just got that vague feeling today. I'm hoping I take it easy, it just goes away. But we'll see. Okay, I like Burzum's idea better than the the canon interpretation. You're some kind of strong. Strong what? Just a strong? In this universe, a man with a flute that contains intense psychic powers is referred to as a strong. Now that we've bested him, you can tell that we're a strong. Towns rely on their strong to protect them from roving bands of strong that wreak havoc across the wasteland. I can't see! The nuclear flash has blinded me! The Isle Ashes. Sure what series Straga from? I don't recognize the name. Ooh, we found a TM32. Quick, who wants to guess what TM32 is? I'm gonna go with Ash Coffin. It's gotta be something to do with Ash, right? TM32, Double Team. Well-known power. Can you teach secret power and well-known power to the same Pokemon? Straga from Quake? Okay. Double Team. So that makes sense. There's all these ninja here hiding in the ash. They use Double Team to conceal their movements. Yeah, so this game is actually set on a series of volcanic islands. This is Okinawa, actually. We're sure the mainland in this game is meant to be Okinawa in Japan. And these are all the small islands that are scattered around it. So it's a volcanic island. There's a big active volcano about here. And all the ash falls down up here, which is why we've got this fancy route. Covered in all the ash snow. But apparently down here, the air is incredibly clean. The wind never blows that way, so the ash doesn't fall there. And it's like a huge health spa kind of deal. Ashfall that you can leave footprints in. I mean, this game got there first, so obviously Elder Scrolls complete Pokemon knockoff. Would Japanese people recognize the Pokemon maps? Some of them, I would imagine. Or are they subtly changed? I think they changed them more in later generations. But the first generation, that is visibly the area around Kanto, yeah. Look up a comparison map and see. You'll be able to find them. Maps comparing the Pokemon maps to the real world maps. Feels like they put more thought into the world in this one. Or the whole layout of things, it's cool. I like the whole island chain thing. I think we've reached the end of the Ash route. We'll have to go back to it, but we'll stop off at the town first and use the Pokemon Center. Man. What I've wanted in a Pokemon game for ages is a Jurassic Park. We know that they can clone Pokemon, long dead Pokemon, right? Just a safari zone, basically, where they, where all the fossil Pokemon are just running wild, and it'd be a chance to introduce whole bunches of other things. I want to be able to catch one of the primal Magikarp. Like, they talk about how in olden times Magikarp didn't evolve into Gyarados, but Magikarp themselves were huge and deadly. I want to be able to catch one of those. And you could introduce ancestors of current Pokemon. Like, I want to be able to get a Petrisaur, a Stone Bulbasaur, and a Charmeleon Stone or something. All the Pokemon they've brought back. That'd be awesome. An entire Pokemon game set there? Maybe. Or like a Stone Age. I mean, you wouldn't get dinosaur Pokemon in a early human setting though. But maybe you could do like Ice Age kind of stuff. Yeah, that's exactly what I meant. Something like a Safari Zone, but with all the fossil types from the generations, all of which are pretty strong, I guess. You'd be mixing them with new regular fossil Pokemon, or things that aren't fossil Pokemon even, just regular Pokemon that lived in olden times. Dinosaur Pokemon. And Ice Age Pokemon. This other Pokemon that could... existing Pokemon that could be there. Like a... Pillow-Swine. Swinub. Those are Ice Age creatures, right? They're like woolly pigs from the Ice Age. There's lots of existing Pokemon that have been around for a long time and could be there. Happen in a mod. If I modded a Pokemon game, that's absolutely one of the things that I'd do. I don't know, it's just something I thought would be really cool if they did that. If they did make like a Stone Age kind of Pokemon game, you'd have to think about catching Pokemon. Because Pokemon Conquest establishes that... Well, we know that we already knew that Acorns predated Pokeballs, but Pokemon Conquest establishes that that came around in like the 1700s or something. Probably later than that. Anyway, using Acorns to catch Pokemon is relatively new. Before that, you caught a Pokemon by going out into the wild and making friends with an actual wild Pokemon, somehow not getting killed by it, and taming the thing. So only a tiny number of people had Pokemon. In Pokemon Conquest, just owning a Pokemon, a single Pokemon, makes you a high-level samurai officer. And people didn't tend to have multiple Pokemon, because if you can't store them in Pokeballs, then they are really hard to just keep around and keep tamed, you know? So it'd be a big deal, depending on how they played that. Classic Jinx. Modern Jinx is less scary. You more a fan of Purple Jinx, huh? Grug Club, Pillow-Swine friend now. That's the thing, though. You can't just run up and tackle one of them. In the Pokemon world, a level 3 Rattata is a serious threat to a human. Pokemon are crazy strong. Bullets would bounce off of them. You can't just drag one back to your home and shove it in a corral and tame it. Like that's the thing with the Pokemon Conquest. There are soldiers without Pokemon, but they're not a big deal because one person with a Pokemon can take down an army without Pokemon. Oh, so get out of the way, I want to use the machine. Oh, hello. You are? Okay, so your name's Abifail. I can see that you're a trainer. That means you use the Pokemon storage system I developed? I thought Bill invented that thing. How I arrived at that conclusion is a simple deductive process. Oh my gosh, I can't get away from the detectives today. What's with all these nerds? You spoke to me because you wanted to access something on this PC, but you couldn't do it without my help. I'm Lynette. I also invented the LAN system. There wouldn't be internet without me. I invented the internet. Honestly, I'm glad to meet you. It's great that you're using the storage system I invented. Makes me feel real good about myself. You should stop by my house and tell me more. Alright. We just got told that Lynette invented the PC, but...
You will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Ricardo, thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate that. 111123. Welcome to the failures. Hope you're having a great day. So we just got told that this lady was the one who invented the machines, but it still says someone's PC instead of Lynette's PC. Party is full. I didn't actually want the PC, I just wanted her to go away. Yeah. A lot of Ricardos on Twitch, apparently. But they're all very determined people. Actually, I think I wanted to deposit some items, didn't I? Let's put this PP up away for later. And probably these ethers. This other stuff should be fine. Alright, what's going on in this town before we head back and start looking for that Skarmory? What's up, what's up? I saw a shady fellow scuttling in and out of Professor Cosmo's lab. Don't know who that is. A farm community with small gardens. Have you tried having bigger gardens? Maybe you'd farm more? This is my precious Azorill. It's slick and smooth and plushy too. It's actually just a Azorill plush. Why is that old man trying so hard to be cool? He just feels out of touch with the world these days. Have you already challenged Flannery, leader of Lava Ridge Gym? The girl's grandfather was famous. He was one of the Elite Four in the Pokemon League at one point. Wouldn't surprise me to see Flannery become a great trainer in her own right. It's a lava town full of hipsters. 24, he just has style. To look so different. Mr. Fast's grandkid? Is it possible? There's no other use, why do they buy them? It's only been like 3 years since Mr. Fast's Master Fast's adventure, when he was like 10 years old, but I guess they do things fast in his family. Is there anything we want to buy? I don't think there is. Maybe some more Great Balls. I'm really paranoid about this Skarmory. We need to not mess this up, people. Thank you, Burzum. It's good to hear somebody say it. Prof. Cosmo went off to Meteor Falls. Gee, I wonder what Professor Cosmo specializes in. With some people from Team Aqua. He's working with Team Aqua? Gonna destroy that guy. Can't stand. When we encounter him, there's gonna be no mercy, no questions asked, just instant kill. Oh, the move tutor. I think this was introduced in this generation. Or was it previous? Did they have these in the last generation? I think it was this one. But basically, if a Pokemon's forgotten a move that they learn naturally, this guy can teach them that move again. What about Pokemon World years? Well, they've got the same map as us. You've got to assume that they're alternate. This is alternate Earth, right? Gonna sit in this crater. I mean, mod still kind of works, but yeah, crack is the official terminology. Sorry, a hack is the official terminology. Technically, most of these get I laid an egg. Technically, these words tend to get used wrong. You think of a hacker as somebody who like breaks into systems and stuff, raids your computer. But that's, in actual terminology, that they should be referred to as a cracker. A hacker is somebody who modifies programs. They're not somebody who breaks into computers. A hacker is somebody who modifies a program to do things other than it's meant to. So yeah, if you're making an entire new Pokemon game using the existing code, that is a hack. Sass throwing a mail-received item at the wall. Entirely too easy to visualize. Can't you hear me? Sass, what are you doing? You okay over there? Like a safe hacker edits saves. But yeah, like when you crack a safe. You crack a computer. That's presumably where it comes from. Are there any of these we want to buy? What have we currently got in stock? Because X items are really useful in an emergency. You've got accuracy, speed, attack. Do we have any X defense? We do. I think we've got all those that we're going to need. Yeah, safe hack is somebody who modifies a safe to do something else. I don't know if we actually need anything that they've got. Maybe we'll just save our money. That's probably like 90% of the reason people don't use the words correctly, Burzum, yeah. If you're good at breaking into computers, you probably feel uncomfortable introducing yourself as a cracker. I mean, I can see where it's a problem. Yeah, Burzum, who made you like this? My big brother's the fossil maniac. He's a nice guy who loves fossils and stabs people to get them. Dug this hole by himself. I'm not sure why. There's no fossils here. Take some fossils from the display and bring them to the Maniac. Does anybody want to teach Dig 2? Salty maybe, but Salt's gonna get plenty of ground moves. Let's have a quick look who can learn it, because it's a cool move. Buccaneer, Salty, and Tinder. Nazi bunker time. What are you doing down here? I'm the Fossil Maniac. I'm just a guy who loves fossils for a hobby. Do you want a fossil? You can't have one because the fossils around these parts all belong to me. None for you. If you can't go without a fossil, go to the desert and Route 111. Get a fossil there and bring it to me, or I'll kill you. I know where you live. Okay. Let's never come back here again. What's going on inside the contest hall? It's kind of an out-of-the-way spot to build a contest. Should come by with a bunch of berries sometime. You see how they display a sketch of a contest winner here? I sketched them. If any of your Pokemon wins a contest, I'll gladly make a sketch of it. We actually got a poster up in one of the other contests, but these are the super contests, and we barely got through the normal one. Anyway, time to go get some more ash. Oh, that hurts. Let somebody else handle it, I guess. Out you go, Spuffy. Okay, just everybody missing. At least it's not as bad as the stupid mist stuff in the next generation. There's this whole area that's full of mist, and all moves have their accuracy halved in there or something like that. Just this endless fight of both sides just missing over and over again. You wouldn't be laughing if Spuffy had fighting moves. But what are the odds that this little mushroom fella is ever going to have a fighting move? The very suggestion is ridiculous. I think we could probably just headbutt through there. Probably easier than using Leech Seed and Stun Spore. Don't like how much damage these do. So it's concerning. Uproar is just such a powerful move. And we can't use it ourselves because you get locked into it, and that's horrible. It's basically normal type rollout. not good for my squishy Pokemon anyway. Go on, Spuffy, handle this. Use your head. It's the only real thing you have. Infinite ammo. Go heal like that. Okay, Spuffy handles the Spinders. And, shut up, I know my Pokemon's names. What would you edit a save to do? Obviously you drop it on people. Pelicant. Pelicant will deal with the Sand Shrews. And we'll just hope that a Skarmory shows up eventually. I can't words. I need to drink more. I must be getting dehydrated. Buccaneer's got an item. Remember me to take her off. Why can't I say words? Remember me to take her it off her. Yeah, anytime in an old cartoon you've seen somebody drop a safe on somebody, that's a safe hacker. Super potion, nice. Bucky has item? Is it a robot arm? Does he live on in this arm? Yeah, while we're goofing around here in the ash, just leveling, we're actually making money off of this. The pickup move is really overpowered in this generation. In later generations, what items you can find is tied to what level you are, and also the list is a lot more restrictive. But in this generation, your level 3 Zigzagoon can find nuggets, full restores, PP ups, and all kinds of crazy stuff. Five pickup Pokemon and 1 or 2 actual battlers. Yeah, Buccaneer's also got all of the rubbish HMs. But it's definitely a strategy that can work. Oh! Guys, check it out! Didn't realize you evolved so early. Makes sense with you being an early game Pokemon, though. Nice, look at that. Stylish. Intimidate. Replacing our runaway ability. Pretty happy with that. Soton on Mychina? Mychina? Are you not a fan of the mighty hyena? Its stat line's not great in this generation. It improves in the next one. It's a dark type, and dark uses special attack in this generation, whereas Mychina's best stat is going to be its physical attack. In the next generation, dark moves pretty much all become physical instead of special. In theory it's cool, but its design is just the tiniest bit off. I don't know. I think it looks cool. Is it because it's based on a hyena and they're kind of weird creatures to begin with? It's a hyena with a flowing mane. Kinda like a honey badger. It's a hyena with a honey badger mane. And a bright red nose. Lubricate your joints with water. Good to know. Slightly feminine despite being male. To be fair, there's a lot of Pokemon like that. I think, is it Gen 4 where they started making Pokemon look different based on their gender? Yeah. Hyenas do kind of have this whole thing going on. Let's try out our new form, see how much our stats have risen. Okay, that was a critical, but still, nice. Well, female hyenas are the tough ones, so maybe this one is female, has female traits to show how mighty they are. From the start of the line. I mean, there's only the 2 Pokemon in it. You make it sound like there's a lengthy process. Evolution isn't a lengthy process. It's one thing and then it's another. Yeah, if it had been female, Xena Mychina would have been a good name. It does go from being a kind of a derpy dog to being this thing. I can kind of see that. That's just got that grumpy, sassy kind of look to him. I can't be bothered with today. Why don't you do the fighting instead? Yeah, Poochyena is obviously meant to be a puppy form. Definitely the most unlikely evolution. Yeah, I was about to say Octillery. Honey badger feet, too. Maybe we're wrong all this time. Maybe it's actually the honey badger Pokemon. It can be more than one honey badger. Odd choices is what's going on with artillery. I have no idea if they've ever officially released what kind of... So it's gun into a tank, okay. Okay, that makes sense that they would back out, because that would be a fairly dumb thing to do. Changed the design a lot and now it doesn't make sense. Cephalopods are mollusks. I feel like I knew that at some point but forgot it. Yeah, but it's one of those things where something that really doesn't look like it should be related is. Okay, so we've evolved our Machina, so now we just need to get you an electric move. And everything's golden. As soon as this stupid flying type shows up. When do we get our Skarmory? Yeah, we're positivity streamers now, Noellen. Until now, we never had any positivity, and people were saying, when are you going to get some positivity on stream? Well, here it is. No arguments that the stream now contains positivity. Not keen on this particular green tea. It's like triple lemon tea, which sounds delightful, but is actually like just 3 loads of lemon. Nice. It's just really, really strong. Why not just drink all... Yeah, liquidize the lemon, just drink that. I don't know why they didn't do it that way. That seems more obvious. Ugh. I need something to wash away the citric taste. Time for some orange juice. Stay hydrated, everybody. Go to everyone at home. You're not drinking enough. Go get a drink. And leave the stream on while you're gone. I need those views. Seriously, I never realized how much I was letting myself get dehydrated until I started streaming. You notice your stupid mistakes a lot more when you're doing them in front of an audience. And that tagged me into how closely connected those stupid mistakes were to how much I'd drunk recently. I get really dumb when I'm not constantly chugging down water. And it helps draw attention to the chugging down water thing as well, because no, I'm sitting here talking for 4 hours. Of course, my throat's gonna get dry. Alright, let's get back out there and see if we can find this Skarmory. Well, at least Tinder's catching up. That nice stat boost from the evolution. Something off about the pedaling animation? I'll have a look in a moment. Tinder versus Stinder. Stinder? Spinder? There's a joke that I should have made while it was happening. And also gotten right first time. Shut up, I need a drink. I'm dehydrated. Stop bullying me. Oh, Buccaneer's got an item. Oof, okay. Yeah, you know what? Never mind. That's true. This bike is really for doing tricks on rather than pedaling. Yeah, I gotta say, the pedaling animation is looking fine to me. So what's up about the pedaling animation? Now that you've drawn attention to it, I can't help but notice the way that her whole body moves apart from her arms, which stay perfectly still. Wheelie! Let's heal while we're back here. You think that's it? It's just the way her arms don't move? Just sliding back and forth on the bar. We had this conversation before? I don't think so. Yeah, you actually get the choice of 2 bikes in this game. There's a high-speed bike, and there's the Mac bike, which is really high speed, but has weird cornering. Like, it speeds up and slows down. It accelerates the longer you're going for. And you can't turn at high accelerations. Landed on its head. No wonder it looks like this. Also, you guys didn't tell me that... you guys forgot to remind me that Buccaneer had an item. So I'm afraid I'm going to have to cancel the celebration stream this weekend. both Saturday and Sunday, from 11 AM BST to 11 PM BST. But yeah, you get the choice between the Mac bike, which has super speed and steering issues, or this bike, which isn't that fast but does all kinds of crazy stunts. Obviously, this bike is the better of the two. Secret bases tilt you? Are you really intimidated when your opponent in a online battle has an excellent secret base? Super speed every time? Ain't got time for that. I mean, the main reason I go for the Acro bike is that there's places that you can only get to with the Acro bike. And there's terrain that only the Mac bike can cross. But I don't think there's any places where you can only get there with the Mac bike. I can't think of any. Never seen another person's secret base? I think it's if you if you battle with somebody online or trade with them. Well, not it wouldn't be online in these days. It'd have been over the link cable. It's true, he's my writer. He writes things for me to read out. As you have just seen us demonstrate. Live on stream. Yeah, but if you have a link battle with somebody, it's supposed to add their secret base to your world. Gup! Gup, 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 gup. Here we go, people. I've got to chug this whole mug right now so that I do this right. Cracking bird, though. Magnificent plumage. It's an iron chicken. Alright, how do we handle this? I don't know if it's going to flee like they did last time. But Gen 2 is really bad for Pokemon fleeing. I think they took a lot of that out. Do we quick attack? It's going to do nothing. Try and quick attack it down to half health. The layers of steel, yeah. Maybe we just throw a ball and hope for the best. We've got one Ultra Ball. Yeah, let's throw our Ultra Ball and see what happens. Because I'm scared it's going to flee. Oh, meant to be. Meant to be. Nest Ball is for baby Pokemon Burzum, or low level ones. It's not extra effective on Burbs. Skarmory's steel wings become tattered and bashed in from repeated battles. Once a year, the battered wings grow back completely, restoring the cutting edges to their pristine state. The Armor Bird Pokemon. Yeah, Nest Ball is more likely to catch a Pokemon that's significantly a lower level than you. Where are the fastballs? They don't sell them this far out. It's hard to get high quality goods out here. What do we want to call our Skarmory? It's a male Skarmory. Steel wings she rides. Yeah, Fast and Qua need to expand their business. Part of me wants to name it after the Iron Chicken from the Clangers, but the Iron Chicken's name is literally the Iron Chicken. And I don't think that would fit. Bark! Bark! Bark, 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 bark! Bark! Bark, 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 bark. Bark, 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 bark! A metal bird, there has to be something there. Aeroplane! With an exclamation mark at the end. Spitfire? It's not a fire type, Burzum. Everything's fire types with you. The name of that cassowary that just killed a guy? Ooh, that sounds kind of grim. Also, people need to stop antagonizing cassowaries. Come on, please, they're terrifying. Don't make them mad at us. I don't trust the ocean to keep them away from me. They're birds! Just because we've not seen them fly doesn't mean that they can't. Thunderbird. Thunderbird 2. I don't think Thunderbird... Thunderbird is going to be one letter short. You get what? 10 letters? Stormcrow. I was leaning towards Hurricane, but Stormcrow is pretty good. Spitfire, Lancaster, and Hurricane are all really good names. Lead Chick. I'm hearing 2 votes for Stormcrow. Are we going for Stormcrow, guys? Is that the consensus? Iron Burb. We compromised on Storm Burb. I like Stormcrow. Okay, I guess we can get out of here now then. So here's a question. Do we want to put Pelicant away and get out Stormcrow? Night fever, night fever. Steel Burb is better than a seagull. Oh, now we're just drowning it. This is just too many of them. We don't need this many Stormcrows. The world can't handle this many Stormcrows. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Pelicant is a flying water type, and we've already got a water type. Stormcrow is going to be flying steel. We don't have either of those. We don't have a lot to damage this thing with, do we? The harbinger of the gathering storm. We should decide how unwisely in favour of the Skarmory we should use it. That's a fair point, Lady Meow. We gave up on a really cool Pokemon with a named after a questionable wizard to get this thing. We've got to give it a go. Yeah, Aaron is a steel type. Steel rock, I think. And it's cool. We probably would have caught one if it wasn't for the fact that we had to get a Skarmory. After what happened last time, we deserve this Skarmory. We earned this. Oh, Positivity is finally learning an electric move. Thank you. It's a terrible electric move, but it's an electric move. Get rid of Helping Hand, please. Oh yeah, sorry, before we got... Narellen, I'm never going to answer your question, okay? Every time I try, something happens. Look at that! We've got a mushroom chicken. Every Pokemon in this game is a chicken. Trying to learn Mach Punch. Nice. Let's get rid of... So Mach Punch always strikes first. What do we want to get rid of here? Probably Leech Seed? Like, up until now, Spuffy has been mostly a defensive Pokemon, starting out with Stun Spore and Leech Seed. But I think they get a massive attack boost at this point. Are you suggesting that Spuffy is some kind of elf, Narellen? The types are just filling out now. Grass fight. You guys ready for the grass fight? You guys aren't ready for the grass fight. Nobody is ready for the grass fight. Had pair fights. Not even close. You don't know what it's like until you've been in there. But this was the game that introduced pair battles. A duel! You shall wield this unripe nectarine. I shall wield a fence post. And may the better man win. You've done good work, Pelicant. This isn't a demotion. We'll see you again, I'm sure. Of course, we've got another Pokemon to level now. Only had one shot, but it was shocking effective. It's just like having a oldie times duel where you choose either the sword or the gun. Except one person gets the sword and one person gets the gun. And like, if the gun guy gets you, then I guess you're dead. But if he misses, then he's kind of out of luck. Takes 15 minutes to reload, and that guy's running at you with a sword. So it's still kind of even, I suppose. I'd probably, with the early pistols, I'd probably favor the sword. So we've got a revive we can sell. What did I come in? Oh, I was looking for an item to give to Stormbird. Dire Hit? Stormbird can't use it, but... Everything about him is dire. Okay, thanks for stopping by, Lady Meow. It was good to see you. I'm glad you were here when we caught our storm crow. Now, I'll see you next time. Have a good night. Raspberry, yep. Really? Really, really. Wonder if we have any held items in the PC that would be worth looking at. Probably not, but, you know, can't hurt to have a look. I go into the wrong PC every time. Nah, there's nothing here. Quick Claw? No. No. Let's go sell that Revive. Stormcrow now our lowest level Pokemon. It's a soothing memory of Belle, yeah. Sometimes you have to soothe Belle's vengeful spirit. I'm gonna take a very short break, guys. Just need to stretch real quick. And refill my mug. I won't be long. Just be a couple of minutes. Be back soon. Soon, Narellon. Real soon. We shall have our own emote power. I've commissioned a highly disregarded artist to produce our emote for us. It should look spectacular. Shall we try and get everybody to level 20 before we move on? Just for safety's sake. Exactly. Swift and Peck. Does steel resist dark in this generation? I feel like they keep going back and forth on that. It does. Cool. Yeah, I'll probably have to hire an actual artist for proper ones, but for this simple one, I had a chat with Diz, and she says she thinks she can do it. Since it's just text, I just need somebody who knows how to do image editing. Yeah, hopefully it'll work out well. Oh yeah, so I keep trying and I never manage to tell you the answer to your question. You're asking about secret bases, right? So, you remember how in Gen 2 you could, like, modify your room to put up, like, posters and beds, and change your bed and dolls and things? Basically, it's expanding on that. You can use the move Secret Power in a base location. Such as a tree with vines hanging from it, or a indentation in the wall that looks like it might lead to a cave. And all throughout the game you can buy like tables and chairs and things. Basically, once you've used it on that location, it creates a room based on... There's a different room for each location. There's not a lot of variety, but slightly different layout of the natural features. And you can buy all kinds of furniture and set up your room however you want. And just sort of design your own secret base. And it doesn't... Your own base doesn't really do anything, but but if you play with I guess this is actually Spuffy's job. if you have a battle with other people, it transfers your base over. So then they can go to that spot, and they'll find your base there. And they can go inside and just look at the decorations you've got set up. And I think there's a system like the battle arena in Gen 2. So in Gen 2, the last person, there's like a battle arena where there's... We went there a couple of times and it was just the default trainer. But it replaces the default trainer with the last person that you battled. And obviously it's still AI, but they have the squad of the previous trainer. So that sometimes happens with the secret bases. Sometimes you go to somebody else's secret base in your game, and they're there with the squad that they last battled you with, and you can have a rematch. So you have to be doing lots of link play for it to really go anywhere, but it's cool. It's fun ideas. Yeah, I like the idea of it. I never really did Link stuff. I feel like most of my friends had gotten out of Pokemon while I was playing this one. It kind of ended up being just me. But I still made a secret base. The hardware left you behind. Yeah, what was the problem? Could you not get a Game Boy Advance in pink? Yeah, I thought so. I mean, it had to match, right? Yeah, if it's not going to look the way that you want it to look. I mean, this is a handheld console. You're going to be going out into the world. People are going to be seeing you with it. It needs to look exactly right. It needs to be the image that you're wanting to present. Okay, now that Spuffy's evolved, she's just destroying things. In every generation there is a chosen one. She and her 5 friends. Shall face the ghosts, the poisons, and the creatures of the dark type. She is the Breloom. Oh, we should check on their abilities now that we've got Stormcrow and also Spuffy's evolved. Tinder got Intimidate, which is pretty nice. Negates one-hit KO attacks. Okay. Things like Fissure, which wouldn't hit. Guillotine and stuff like that. Those are all guaranteed to miss. Not bad. I don't feel like we go up against a lot of those, but hey, it could be a nice comfort move. Nice comfort play if we do see them doing that kind of thing. Intimidate. And you've still got Effect Spore, which is nice, because I really like Effect Spore. What was your stats? Wow, your physical attack is more than double your special attack. definitely not going to be doing that much grass damage, I guess. An enemy Skarmory! Quick, peck at each other for approximately 50 years and resolve your differences that way. That peck will absolutely break through their armor eventually. I guess this should be Positivity's job, but Positivity isn't a high enough level that I feel comfortable enough sending them out against a Skarmory. I mean, sure, we're 3 levels up and we've got a type advantage. We're talking about a Plusle versus a Skarmory. I just see it ending badly is all. I see it ending in tears. We've got Steel Wing, which you could teach to, well, that's not what I meant to use. We've got Steel Wing, which we could teach to Stormcrow. But Stormcrow probably learned Steel Wing on his own. I feel like it would be kind of weird if the Steel Bird Pokemon didn't learn Steel Wing. So that's probably a waste of a TM, just to get us an early Steel move. Alright, see you in a bit, Noellen. Spinda. Only 35. Oh, Swift actually has way more damage than Peck. I thought Peck was more powerful. What are your stats like? So mostly defense, but decent attack and special defense. Okay. About what I'd figure. Try some Swifts. Okay, that was a critical. So we're gonna win these. I don't know if it's... Even so, I don't know if it's faster to do it this way, because it takes longer to beat them. A lot more attacks. But we do get to share... We do get to keep the full XP on the Pokemon that needs it. Level 16, that's a rare one. I have a bad feeling that I'm remembering something spooky. You know what, let's tentatively send out Jolly Salt instead. And see what happens. It's using Uproar. Which means it won't be using the rest of its moveset, so we're fine. I think at level 16 Spinda learns Confusion, which Spuffy doesn't want anything to do with. And might not be great against... I don't know what effect that would have on Stormcrow. Does Steel resist Psychic in this generation? I think that's one of the ones that changed at some point. If it doesn't, that'll go through Stormcrow's defenses. And stink a little bit more. Well, we'd probably have been okay, I suppose. Stormcrow's getting a little low. Let's swap. Tinder can have a turn. That one looks really weird with that placement of the spot right where its nose is. Keep chomping down. Tinder doesn't care if you've got psychic moves. I have a suspicion that Stormcrow probably levels up relatively slowly. The more powerful base designs tend to. We're probably talking Dratini kind of level of slow XP. Definitely compared to Tinder, who levels up quite fast. Tinder will be level 20 in no time. Just gonna be Stormcrow that needs more time to get there. Faint attack against me? Ah, but you merely adopted the darkness. I was born to it. Do like the noise that my Jenna makes when you send it out. It's the voice file. Just the back of the throat growling. Perry, Perry the platypus. Nice. Got a headbutt bite team combo. Buccaneer and Tinder? I ship it. Danny F9, hi, how are you doing? You having a good day? Direct Relief Charity 2008. Oh, cool. Just looking at your badge there. Oop, I might want to put some water in with that concentrate. Concentrate on putting in something with the concentrate. Don't just drink straight from the Vimto bottle. Mega Drain. Suppose we better go heal just to get the Ash to respawn. Maybe we should stop by at the shop on this pass and see if we've got enough for something. No, I'm good, thanks. Let me out, please. Alright, almost there. Couple more levels on the weak ones and we can set off for the next route. Salty, if you could handle this situation, please. Everybody being level 20 ought to be enough. So it's getting a little frustrating that Salty is nearly level 30. Getting so far ahead of us. It'd be nice when we get EXP share and we don't have to worry about this kind of thing. Be a lot easier to keep everybody the same level. Two headbutts as well, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. Well, he flinched, so at least it's that. Keep gathering that ash. It's gonna turn out we can't afford a single flute, I'm sure of it. Don't like how low our health is getting there. We'll swap. What were we doing when you left? You missed all your deliveries? You just got a sad stack of notes telling you to go to the post office. It's that cable that doesn't glue your face to the table. Is it? What is it? Just really short? I can see why that would be frustrating. Yeah, nothing's crazy's happened. Got ourselves a Breloom. I can't remember what happened when, what's happened since you left and what happened before. We got ourselves a Skarmory, we've got ourselves a Breloom. I decided I want to get everybody up to level 20 before we go into the next area. Ah, okay. Yeah, one of the little sound pins. Blames your ancient PC. For the cable being short? Rumble now when turning on running games or doing nothing. Sometimes when it's turned off. Fair enough. Oh, I meant to swap which Pokemon was up front. Does your PC have a headphone port at the front, or have you had to plug these headphones in at the back? That's one pin and you need two. Wait, you need it to be two for the microphone? At the back using a splitter. Okay. That might be a little bit your PC. If you're having to use it at the back. Instead of there being a convenient one at the front. That is like an extra, I don't know, 2/3 of a meter onto the cable length. Ooh, another PP up. Another front, but it's broken. Okay. So let's see what Spark does. That's not bad, actually. I was bracing myself for worse. Now that our special electric Pokemon finally has a special electric attack, it can actually do some fighting. Super fast? I would imagine so. It's the discount Pikachu. Yeah, that's some pretty good speed and special attack. Yeah, it's got this weird thing where you send out a Plusle and a Minus and a Minum together in a dual battle and they get massive stat boosts. But then you're carrying around two electric types with the exact same moveset. Yeah, it does also learn support moves for double battles. The joke is they power up but still suck, yeah. You combine them together and you get a whole Pikachu. It's not a very practical ability, no. It's countered by a single Pokemon with Earthquake. We'll kill both of them at the same time. Huge stats but ability nerfs, so it looks like the Slaking. Only attacks every second turn. Slacking. I think Slacking actually does get play in competitive. But it's very situational movesets. Because its stats are really, really high. Baton passes some defense, gets some leftovers on it. So it doesn't die in its off turn. And into the one-shot things. But if you've got a Pokemon with Protect or Detect or something like that, then you can easily counter it because you know when it's going to attack you, and those moves only fail if they're used multiple times in a row. You like that in the new gens? Okay. Don't really know them. Baton pass and some stat ups. Yeah, you think I should make Positivity into a Baton Pass Pokemon for getting good things onto the others? Does Plusle learn Baton Pass? What startup moves does Plusle learn? I don't know these things. I've never used a Plusle. Super powerful bug type whose ability makes it flee when at 1/3 health. So what, like Whirlwind style? If it's at 1/3 health and it takes damage, then it just swaps out? I love hearing Tinder's roar when or a little growl when it comes out. In battle, it effectively makes it swap, like to a random Pokemon, I guess. Yeah. I can see situations where that's not bad, but it's probably not ideal, especially if it interrupts your move. I mean, if you're at 1/3 health, you're probably switching anyway, right? But depends what comes out, and depends whether you had a move in that's interrupted because you've just swapped. This game kind of had the opposite of that in Shedinja. With the appalling stats, but the best ability ever. Just immune to so much stuff. Anything that's not super effective just doesn't hurt you. Balanced out by Shedinja's 1 hit point, of course. If you had that on a regular Pokemon, be fairly strong. One more out to do it for Tinder. I wish they did more Pokemon like Spinder, where there's a bunch of different patterns. Like, it doesn't even have to be the 60 plus patterns that Spinder has. Just for every Pokemon there should be like 5 fur patterns. Slightly different colours or streaks or something like that. Level 20, nice. Good work, Tinder. Like, real animals come in all kinds of colours and patterns, right? Just get some difference amongst them. Doesn't have to be full on shiny. Just some slight differences. Like, imagine Meowth coming in all the colours that cats come in. It's lots of cats' colours. When can I get a tabby Meowth? Hey Danny, you doing okay? See your favourite Pokemon, huh? Sandshrew or Skarmory? I'm gonna go ahead and guess Sandshrew. Everybody loves Sandshrew. Sorry about your favourite Pokemon, dude. There it goes. Oh, best bird? You like Skarmory? I've never actually raised one before, I don't think. But we got swindled out of one in the previous Typelocke challenge, so we had to get one this time. I'm hoping Stormcrow will do good for us. So far seems pretty solid. Levels up really slowly though. Trying to get everybody up to level 20 before we move on. Swapped my squad around, and now we've got some that are really high level and some that are quite low. Yeah, sand attack all you want. Doesn't matter when we're swifting. Do, 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 do. Not the most devastating attack so far, mind. Although these guys are using defense curl like crazy. But mind you, even with all of that, it's probably better than using a special move because Stormcrow has no special attack. Not that we have a special move if we wanted one. Don't even know what kind of special move Stormcrow would be able to learn. Let's see if we can buy a flute yet. Got a lot of ashes, Huffpuff. I'll make you a glass item, Huffpuff. Which one would you like, Huffpuff? Make me a pretty desk. Blue flute for sleep. Give me a blue flute. Awaken sleeping Pokemon. Nice, we got ourselves a Poke Flute. Oh, we can get two. I'll take a yellow flute, please. Oh. 25 more steps. Do, 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 do. Probably hit the Pokemon Center, I suppose. Getting one down. I think Stormcrow will be ready by the time we get there. Oh, we ran out of Swifts. Okay, Stormcrow is definitely ready. Anybody else who needs XP and could actually survive up front? Not really. Let's leave Stormcrow where he is then. Just let somebody else handle the fighting. Spuffy, I think you've got this. Oh, it lived. Finish it off with a headbutt. Yeah, I'm glad we finally got a Skarmory. Didn't get robbed by a Magnemite this time. It would have been kind of hilarious if we had, but I'm glad that we didn't. Let's get some more Swifts and we'll get back out there. Probably have enough for a yellow flute by now. We'll make our way back and grab that. Then we should be... We've got what, 2 more Pokemon to get to level 20? 3? One of them's level 19. Shouldn't take long. Then we can start the next route. It's comparatively high level. We should be okay. Most of its things won't do much to us. Though it does get some crits apparently. Oh, it's got Psybeam. Does that do literally 1 point of damage? Okay. I was expecting a little bit more from that. That's a little spookier than Confusion. We definitely don't want one of those going after Spuffy. Spinder used uproar. Spinder is making an uproar. Spinder caused an uproar. I feel like there's slightly too much text there. Should use the tackle there. Oh well. I tackle a peck. Do 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 do. I do really like this area with the raining ash. It just brushes off as you walk through the grass. So pretty. Positivity next. What an uproar. Outrageous. Yeah, there's all kinds of an uproar about this Pokemon. You want a fast mode? Can you still turn off the animations in the new Pokemon games? The battle scene? It's a setting you do it. Oh yeah, I've definitely thought that. I've played around with this on emulator before. And I've thought, you know, the animations in Pokemon are just like, yeah, like I say, just 30%, somewhere between 25 and 50% too slow. They just need to be that little bit faster. Look the same, but go a little bit faster. It also turns off all tutorials. Yeah, that'd be nice. Just hit the start button to skip all text. Oh, you mean like game text, not just conversation text. Fair, there'd be something to that. Alright, the long conversations maybe should be skippable. It's a thing a lot of games do nowadays. Yeah. I can read. I've got this set to fast, and I can read faster than this text appears. Come on. Why is this thing faster than me? Not so much for Buccaneers run. You don't aim at the right market. Yeah, for some reason they insist on trying to market the Pokemon games at kids. They don't. They should appreciate their core fans more. Alright, there's 2 more people to level up. We're getting there. Even young kids these days have better reading and comprehension skills. Yeah, people are getting smarter. Education continues to improve. Yeah, I don't get why they baby you so much in the newer games. In the first game, all the tutorials are pretty much optional. The whole thing about how to catch a Pokemon. In the first game, you can say, no, I don't need to know this stuff. I've caught Pokemon before, I've been to the Safari Zone before, etc, etc. And then like 8 games in, they think that we have to watch this stuff? After we played 7 previous games, they think we've still not got it? Why did they used to do it in a way that lets you choose, and now they feel the need to take that choice away from you? And I mean, you can put the tutorials in there for the kids who don't get it. Just make them optional. We're going to play the game more than once, ideally, if you've made a good game. We don't need to hear it every time. Made Pokemon, every Pokemon is viable, the world is a vertical mess. I'd play that. That's what I want out of my Pokemon games. Shortcuts and optional bosses. I want to explore. And just to be fair, they set out to make every weapon viable, but I don't know that they succeed. And that's probably true of Pokemon as well. Every Pokemon's supposed to have its niche. They don't make bad Pokemon, but some of them you're not going to use. Some of them are not well thought out. Doesn't mean that they didn't try. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I've been lost down here for 3 days. I've used all of my potions. Half my team is perma-dead. When am I gonna find a Pokemon Center? Hold on, what's through this doorway? Oh my gosh, I'm back at the previous Pokemon Center. And now I can just use this shortcut to get back exactly where I was. Don't die, positivity. I'm gonna keep our positivity. Super effective, nice. That's the power of positivity, people. Positivity can even bring down a Skarmory. Some would dispute it, but there's a possibility that positivity is the most powerful player on our team. Certainly in the right situation, positivity will be all that carries us on. Alright, let's see if we can get a yellow flute. Now we can cure confusion, which is good because confusion is a nightmare. Oop. More Skarmories. Positivity, do your thing. You know, Skarmory, you can overcome your addiction to speed with the power of positivity. Sunko should be good for this fight, but we'll have to swap after this one. Just gaining that attrition. Not quite the attack power that I'd like. These Spinda are more durable than they look, to be fair. And the first time I Nuzlocke this game, I had a Spinda that I loved, and it didn't get a happy ending. Well, some Buccaneer needs to be up front. You do. We'll swap against the Sandshrew, I think. We'll just take on Spinda. So Sandshrew will defense curl and be a nightmare. Where did all the Spinda go? Gotta drink up all these Sandshrew. Night fever, night fever. Here we go. Oh, okay. 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 So let's switch real quick to a new area and secure. It was a crit, I wasn't expecting it. Just came out of nowhere. They're critting him, and then they're gonna crit me. No! Yeah, I thought you said you'd beaten Sekiro. So you said you'd finish it all now. Did you just mean that you'd finish that area that you were talking about in the spoiler comments? Got the bad ending that ends the game halfway through. Okay. Start again, work your way all the way back. Was that New Game Plus at least, or did you just have to start over because you ruined it? New Game Plus was too hard? Oh, so it did start as New Game Plus, but you needed to start... You found that you needed to actually just start over to get the good ending. I guess. That sounds kind of cheap on the game maker's part. Hey Noellen, how are you doing? Their defense was a very obvious bad ending. Okay. Do you just kind of blunder into it in a what does this do kind of thing? I mean, that's a valid choice. Don't see any reason to penalize you for that. Dark Souls allowed you to make alignment decisions. Although nothing you really do in Dark Souls matters. I thought I heard Tilly making a noise, but she's not there. Can we spark, please? Let you make the decision, it's just that the ending is very obvious from there. Okay. I guess that's fair. I don't know. I'll try to go into Sekiro with an open mind. Once I get to it. Which will probably be a long way off, but... You know, we'll see. Neogastric Tube Plus. That's how Burzum ingests all of his games these days. Gets to the bloodstream faster. I'm probably gonna do Dark Souls, Demon Souls, Dark Souls 2, Bloodborne, Dark Souls 3, Sekiro. Just to keep mixing it up, I think is my plan. For the afternoon streams. Stormco hit level 20 before Buccaneer. Interesting. Yeah, I mean this is the last game that they've made, so it's gonna be at the end, right? But I do want to play their other games. I've still not played Demon Souls, so that'll be a blind run when I get to do it, and I'm looking forward to doing that. Let's go heal for the sake of it, maybe. I mean, so far I've ranked all of the Soulsborne games in like reverse order of when they were made. Like the first one was my favorite, then Bloodborne, then 2, and then 3. So that suggests positive things about Demon Souls, since it was before even Dark Souls 1. And then Darksiders? Was that before Demon Souls? And then King's Field. Was it King's Field that they made, or something like that? I've actually got one of the King's Field games. It might be the first one. I remember playing it as a kid and thinking, this is really good and I'm not enjoying it. And I put it aside for another day and I never got back to it. Felt like it would be a big investment. Few of them grow on you with repeat plays. Yeah, maybe. Maybe I'll like... I mean, to be fair, 2 and 3, we did not play them the way they were meant to be played. But I feel like it was mostly the story that upset me with Dark Souls 3. So a lot of stuff felt cheap about it. I don't know, to me Dark Souls 3 felt like they were trying to copy Dark Souls 1 and failing. The Catacomb, I'm looking forward to playing it. What are we fighting? Because really dumb and weird thing. The first game is called Catacomb, the second game is called The Catacomb. Although later releases did just rename it to Catacomb 2. Fair, maybe I'll like it better when I do replay it, but I don't know. The way just every character dies in really bland and generic ways, just for added tragedy, and Patches kicks you over more cliffs, there's a still bigger dragon. And the whole ending thing really annoyed me. The fact that they basically tricked me into doing the stupid ending. And that the Firekeeper didn't tell me what she was going to do until after I'd done it. I never got the text explaining that thing until after it was irrevocably done. Yeah. We don't want any we don't want any build up to them. We don't want your choices up until that point to mean anything. You should just get to the end of the game and choose a color. And then something pretty will happen. I mean, as far as I can tell, I got the worst possible ending. So for me, playing Dark Souls the first time, that's gotta be my canon. For me, the Dark Souls series ends in a really pointless, accidental tragedy where the whole universe is destroyed by accident. Big whoop. That's not good storytelling. But yeah, the first game had such a feel to it. And there's only a couple of areas in 3 that have that feel. The snow place was really cool, but then you get to the end of it and all it is run down Anor Londo. Like, people liked Anor Londo in the first game. Let's have Anor Londo again. But this time it'll be all broken and it'll be extra sad and so meaningful. Guys, forget these stupid crappy games you're talking about. Nobody would like, comment, and subscribe on those, okay? If you did an afternoon stream on a Tuesday and a Friday playing these crappy Dark Souls games, nobody's gonna watch that on Failing at Streaming at twitch.com. You know, let's focus here. Buccaneer evolved into a Lanoon. Look at that sleek design. That's the fast ship that we were hoping for. Still got pickup. And we got a rare candy out of it, nice. What an elegant creature. Typhlosion? Oh, Typhlosion is the honey badger Pokemon, okay. Never made that connection before, but I guess I can kind of see it. If I'd made that connection, maybe I'd have liked Typhlosion more in the past. Alright, there's no way we've got enough for another flute. We only just bought one. So I guess it's time to head on. We've got 20 minutes? Literally the honey badger Pokemon in Pokédex. Okay, fair enough. Never noticed that before. Maybe it was just kid me not fully appreciating honey badgers. Alright, let's see what the world ahead has got for us. A guy and a doggo. All my Pokemon does is roar! No one dares come near me. If you would, please just take this away. A roar sends Pokemon scurrying. Whoa, whoa, whoa! He's lost his roar! That's how TMs work! I like to fish, but I also like to battle. I'm there, even if I'm fishing. I feel like they originally intended it to be... Oh, crap! Oh, thank goodness, it didn't use Earthquake. This guy is water ground. Did you know that? I feel like originally they probably meant it to be like a training program, like a video they can watch or something. But the later gens just show you placing the disc on the Pokemon, don't they? It's like how in the original games, a Pokédex was literally just a big empty book that you were writing in as you went along. But the anime made it a little scanner thing that you wave at the Pokemon, and that kind of became canon. I mean, the name of it is Technical Machine. So that implies that it's a device for training them. But later generations definitely show them as a disc. I mean, maybe it'd make more sense if at the start of the game you got like a key item, training machine, and then you're putting the TM into that so it knows what programmer to run while it's training your Pokemon. If we were fishing, you wouldn't stand a chance against me. But we're not fishing, are we? And of course you've got a Barboach. Why wouldn't you? All these water-ground Pokemon that they have these days, they've completely ruined the absolute dominance that electric Pokemon used to have. It's almost like an intended feature, some sort of game balance. I don't approve of such things. I was content with the old broken ways. So we want to avoid encounters in the upcoming route. Because there we can get Maybe we can get Cloudbird, which evolves into a dragon type. And people have said they want me to try and get the dragon type that's inside Meteor Falls, the real rare game. So we gotta avoid filling up that dragon type slot. So we're gonna have to be careful here. Oh, the bag is full. We better go sell some stuff. Or deposit some stuff or something. A box you put a Pokeball into, then insert a disc. Okay. That makes sense. When a Pokemon's in the Pokeball, they're in digital form. You're putting them into VR. So it's a training mission, Snake. Welcome to VR training. Come on, Pikachu. Stop trying to Thunderbolt and Thunderbolt. Okay, I'm going to deposit some of these X items and we'll just get them out when we go to a gym. We'll keep the X attack and the X defend and the X special because those ones might save our lives in a bad fight. Don't look at me, man. I'm doing my best over here. Maybe it's you. Maybe you've not introduced enough people to the stream. You're the guy who's good at talking to people. Use your huge social circle to help me out. Nah. It's not your responsibility, dude. You got some people watching Vagante, didn't you? You're helping me out a lot just by watching and enjoying it and chatting and all that stuff. Being a mod. Could help by DMing. Time is the issue. I got my own game every second Saturday evening. And that's time consuming enough. Keeping the channels looking busy? Yeah, I guess. If I talk in your Discord more, you'll get more people in, and then they're more likely to stumble across my stream via it. Some quid pro quo. Nailed it. I was trying to do it with that other channel, the one that the Discord thing, the one that you work at. Making sure I always entered the contest, but I've kind of missed the last one. Because life fell apart, and also you want me to design a boss monster? I don't really have bosses in my game. I don't think I've ever designed a boss fight for an RPG. I don't know where I'd start. I suppose there's still time. I mean, it's been, what, 17 days since the contest ended, but it's not officially been called yet. You need to get a ghostwriter. But some of you are his ghostwriter. Okay, if we want to get over here, we gotta pop a repel. There's no getting around it. An elven village with NPCs, etc. Sounds cool. What kind of elven village? Tell me of their culture. Who taught you about Pokemon? Well, I first read about it in Game Freak magazine. Cannibalistic elves, heck yeah. Very tribal, interesting. Take spider venom and inject it into their gums. Huh. Is this gonna be Spuffy? Probably needs to be Spuffy, doesn't it? Then again, that thing is going to be using a poison attack on Tinder, almost certainly. And that's not going to be good for Spuffy. Well, there's nothing here that should be devastating. In a forest beside a caustic lake. Okay. Oh, nice. One shot. So I don't think either of these two are going to do anything to this Graveler, though. So we'll get Spuffy and Jolly Salt out. Hopefully they can murder it instantly before it gets in its head to explode. Oh yeah? Yeah, play up their Fey origins. There's gotta be something good you can do with that. Very tribal elves. Got lots of weird traditions. Strange Fey ways, in touch with the forest, but not in a good way. An amazing battle style. Student mentor taught me. Okay, that sounds cool. The Red Continent. It's more of an ideas guy, huh? Oh, it's Lynette's house. Joy. This place is a dump. How many computers do you need? I'm outraged that you've got 6 computers, but not one of these monitors is a flat screen. Grab that Pokeball. Yoink. Each trainer should be able to store 400. Each trainer should be able to store 420 Pokemon. One of the computers is facing a wall. The other one of them's behind a bookcase as well. I have to assume that they're spares. Don't read her notes, burn them. I think she's into that Just Blaze kind of stuff. She used the number, dude. The number. Oh, Abifail. Sorry everything is so cluttered. When I get engrossed in my very important research, things get this way. I need lots of computers and lots of notes for all the information that I handle. She just sasses. I have to assume so. Here, why don't you take this gift and run along? Yeah, only our friends call us Abifail. Maybe I should offer some advice about my system. You should organize your boxes so you can tell which Pokemon are in them. Maybe don't just dump them all in box 1 and not even bother to name it. Kidney punch, kidney punch, kidney punch, kidney punch. If only we had a fire type so we could burn it down as we leave. Whoops, I accidentally went back inside. Well, now we've just embarrassed ourselves in front of her. We can never go back. Our dramatic entrance was ruined. The shame is real. Camping's fun. You can roast fish, roast marshmallows, and roast spooky stories. Best of all is roasting Pokemon. That is exactly what's happening. She's talking down just because we're 10 years old. We just come at her, kidney punch, kidney punch, kidney punch, kidney punch. I mean, apparently. I guess that's what they're into around here. I don't know. Not my thing, but I don't judge. Get him with that face punch. Breloom does have arms, they're just really tiny. That's why you gotta be really fast with them. It's like how daggers are faster than greatswords because they're smaller. These small fists are perfect for those rapid attacks. Is Buffy's attack stat? Pretty good. Pretty good. No complaints on that one. I mean, for comparison, next highest is 59. And that's on a Pokemon that's significantly higher level. So yeah. Oh, there goes the repel. I have to swap which Pokemon's out while we're on the grass. There's gotta be an item there, right? A Carbos. Whose speed do we need to raise? Yeah, all the gens are. It's probably gotten harder as they've used up a lot of their ideas, but you come up with new stuff inspired by old stuff as well, so you get that practice in. Let's buff Tinder speed, because you've got that bite. Yeah, I think when a new gen comes out, a lot of people like to point out the really bad ones and say, look, Pokemon sucks these days, but that's not a fair way of doing it. You gotta look at the whole set. I mean, Gen 1 had Licky Tongue. This guy, yeah, Pokemaniac. A big body that's all lumpy and hard, enormous horns and vicious fangs. But enough about your mother. The Pokemaniac? All I know is that it's not normal. You're about to see how much water I've got handy. Oh, it's a kindler. Interesting. Interesting place to find you. I do think I don't like a lot of the later legendary designs. Like, I'm Nuzlocking Gen 4 at the moment. Are you thinking of Lord Yama? Yeah, Gen 4 has like 50 legendaries. And they all look kinda... They don't look like living creatures, they look mechanical. They look like Digimon, is the thing. They don't have the right kind of style to them. They don't look like they fit in this world. It's a different art style. So I don't like a lot of the legendaries that look like that. And I think later legendaries, I don't know them as well, but I think a lot of them have the same problem. They're trying to make them look all strange and different, and they just look like they don't fit. Yeah, you son of a Digimon. Go digivolve yourself. Yeah, why don't you digivolve into something useful? Wait, what? A pink hat? Wait, was the guy wearing a pink hat? Yeah, this guy is definitely a stocky Robin Hood. He's very dapper. Quite the merry man. The Digimon Tamagotchi? It's a game about Digimon who live inside a game. Yeah. I never really got into the Tamagotchis. They mostly seem kind of annoying. I never really watched Digimon. I mean, you know, back in the day, you could either like Pokemon or you could like Digimon. You couldn't like both. And, I mean, you know, these days I can look back and say Digimon is probably pretty good. Maybe I should give it a look sometime, but you give me the choice between the two, and I'm going to be going Pokemon. Yodelee-hoo! Liked both. Outrageous Neuralon. What kind of creep are you? Liking both. You know, our flying type is not going to be great against fighting. Maybe we just punch back. I think we're almost at the cave, and I'm going to call it there when we get there. It's going to be okay, yeah. We'll take neutral damage. They'll still get flying attacks. But I don't know if it was worth switching it in for the... If I'd realized he was going to have fighting instead of rock, then I probably would have put him out. Hmm? Yeah, this guy is dapper as all heck. What is Mach Punch? Yeah, it's fighting type quick attack. nothing super fancy about it. When I was a wee tyke, I believe there was someone copying me and shouting back, "Yodel-hoo!" Later I discovered that I was correct. Decent power with Braylon's attack. Yeah, I mean 40 is not amazing. It's okay for like early game. It's pink. It's more of a brown color in the close-up sprite, but yeah. In any case, I'm gonna have to wrap up there. At the gates to Meteor Falls. Next time we'll hopefully be catching ourselves a Lunatone and a cave dragon, whose name I will not spoil. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Next Pokemon stream will be Monday evening. Tomorrow afternoon I'll be playing Dragon's Dogma, and Friday evening I will be playing, well, to be the team stream with it depends what game we'll be playing, depends on who shows up, but probably Rampage Knights, League, Gauntlet, something like that. So if any of those interest you, be sure to check them out, and don't forget that this Saturday is when we're going to be doing the celebration stream for making affiliate. And so I'm going to be doing two 12-hour streams, Saturday and Sunday, from 11 AM till 11 PM British Summer Time, which is GMT +1. So yeah, definitely check that out. That should be fun. I'm going to be playing a whole bunch of things. I'm really looking forward to it. Alright, shall we have a look for somebody to raid? Is anyone playing Pokémon Sapphire? Maybe doing a Nuzlocke? There's a guy doing a randomizer Nuzlocke here. 2 games, 1 controller. Interesting. Let's send you guys over there to check him out. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. And I hope I'll see you guys next time. Good night.